that was interesting because we graduated the night before Thanksgiving, and it was Braniff International, and we were the first class to graduate with the Pucci uniform, and that is amazing, really, because up to that point, all the airlines had, dressed in very much military outfits, and it was very ho-hum, and these were just like out of the world. It was a wonderful uniform. And the very next day, so we had rented an apartment. There was 5 of us that got based that night. And can you believe the next morning, on Thanksgiving morning, 2 girls got sick, and so we were called out as reserves on this flight. It was from Dallas to San Antonio, and it was on an Electra. And so what happened was, both of us, we'd been trained at midnight on these planes, that we were half asleep, and we couldn't remember anything about the PA or how to shut the door, because all these different planes were a little different. So I thought, well, I'll figure out the PA, so I sent the other flight attendant to the front to shut the door. Well, she never figured it out. Finally, the flight engineer came out and helped her with that. And I'm talking away, and this guy said, "Honey," he says, "I can't hear a thing you're saying, but you sure are cute." And then the flight engineer came back. We're at the end of the runway, and he says, "Does anybody see the clearance papers?" And we both looked like, "Clearance papers? What clearance papers?" He said, "It's yellow." I said, "Oh," and I pulled it out of the trash. He about fainted, and then he walked on up, and they never asked us for anything that entire flight, nothing. They just tried to stay away from us, really. So that was my first flight. I thought sure I'd be fired.